Sawadee-kap. January the 21st. So it's the 20th in America, which means the savior of America, Joseph Biden, is here I come to save the day. It means that Mighty Joe is on his way. Good luck with that, America. Let me know how that works out for you. The 21st. It is mighty easy. Mighty easy. It's mighty easy to justify dishonesty if you make your living from it. Like politicians. That's awesome. There you go. Topical. Again, the subconscious mind makes no moral judgments. If you tell yourself something over and over, your subconscious mind will eventually accept even the most blatant lie as fact. Those whose lives and careers have been destroyed by dishonest behavior began the process of self-destruction when they convinced themselves one slight infraction of the rules wouldn't matter. Politicians taking money. There you go. What? Wow. Loud even through the windows. One slight infraction of the rules. When you sell yourself on an idea, make sure the idea is positive, beneficial to you, and harmless to others. That's where they lose, right? The politicians, because it does harm others. Just as negative thoughts and deeds return to their originator, so do positive ones. When you practice honest, ethical behavior, you set in motion a force for good that will return you many times over. So, if you're a business person and you're doing okay, in the world, it's hard. It's hard work. Like I said, I grinded for 4 years, right, to get here to retire. And here, it's been a grind trying to save this place in light of COVID. And, well, once again, COVID, everybody talks about COVID. It's a disease. It's the lockdown from the politicians, right? The lockdowns, the multiple lockdowns, the regulations, the rules that the politicians decided we needed to save ourselves from COVID, save the world from COVID, lockdown. Once again, very important, small businesses close. Walmart, open. Because we're trying to save the world. Do more people go to a mom and pop shop, or do more people go to Walmart? So by leaving Walmart open during the pandemic, the Walton family made billions of dollars. Amazon made billions of dollars by having all their workers there, having them touch packages, put the packages in UPS, having UPS touch a package, bring it to your door. But that stayed open, remember, because we're trying to save the world. So we're going to close Walmart. No, we can't close Walmart. Money. They're our friends. Amazon. Let's close down Amazon and stop the touching the packages and people shipping stuff and picking packages up. Amazon receives goods from sellers. They have it in a big warehouse. A worker touches them, puts it up on the thing, and it gets this touch. You can't touch anything. You need a mask. You need gloves. You can't touch anything. An item that gets sent to Amazon touches 3, 4, 5 people before it gets to your door. But that's okay, because Bezos is a millionaire. You understand? You getting it? You starting to figure it out now? Okay, good. Because it's for your safety that Amazon's closed. I mean, open because money. Walmart's closed because you can't have all those people going to Walmart. No, Walmart's open, and it's been open, and it'll stay open. Small business. That's the small restaurant. Like, I seat 34 people. Lock me down. Lock me down. You can't have 34 people sitting in a restaurant, but you can have 3,400 going to Walmart. Yeah. Okay. So, good stuff. Politicians have your best interest in heart. Keep believing that. I read a lot of stuff today on Facebook about, think what you will about politics, but having Kamala Harris, a woman of color, as the second most powerful person in the world, second most. Why couldn't she run for president? Oh, you bigots would never elect her. Well, the bigots wouldn't elect Biden either. He got elected somehow by a huge amount of votes, more than Obama or Hillary got, because, he's all that. He's not a woman of color. He's an old white guy, bought and paid for. Somehow, he's the president. Okay. Not my president. I don't live there anymore. Yay. So, it's disgusting. It's fucked up. It's evil. And people are cheering for it. And that just makes me sad. The minute I read about lies, I thought about politicians, because that's what they do. They'll tell you anything you want to hear. They'll tell you anything they think to get them elected so they can sell their influence for money. And it might sound cynical. Okay, it is, but it's accurate. And really, how naive and clueless are you to think that that's not happening on every level in the government? All I want, and all I think a lot of Americans want, a lot of people in the world want, is for things to get back to normal, us to be able to do what we want to do. Whether that's go to work for somebody for 9 to 5, not what I want to do, but what a lot of people do, or make their own way, invest in businesses, invest in real estate, make their own way, make their own living, which is what I've been able to do for the last 50 years. That's normal to me. What's normal to the politicians is getting paid for being a politician, not a salary, but money from outside interests. That's the normal way Washington works and has worked for a very long time. So their idea of back to normal is not my idea and most Americans back to normal. If you're trying to wrap your head around the Trump thing, it had nothing to do with Trump. It's that millions and millions of people wanted things to get back to normal where they could just earn a living and be left alone. And, Biden comes in, he's declaring war on the NRA. He wants to take away guns. He stopped the wall production. He's opened up the borders to let more people in. People that will then get benefits even though they're not U.S. citizens. How does that help you? It's an idea, and oh yeah, we're free and we got to be nice to people. Orange Man bad, he was mean to people. Okay, great, but how does that help you? How does that help you pay your bills? How does that help you make a living? How does that help you live your life? Banning guns and opening up borders and giving free shit to refugees who don't come in the country legally. It doesn't help you a bit. I don't know why people can't figure that out. I don't understand. For the first time in my life, I just don't understand people celebrating what happened today, because it makes no sense. It's not, once again, I think I called him Dr. Spock last time. Mr. Spock, the Vulcan with the ears, right? Mr. Spock. That dude makes sense to me because he's logical, and I'm logical. And electing Biden-Harris is not logical to have prosperity and have a lot of people benefit. For a healthy middle class, Biden and Harris are not the answer. And I don't understand how people don't see that. Well, she's a woman of color. Okay, style over substance. She's a woman of color. We that celebrate blow up balloons, but now what's going to happen in the next 4 years to your quality of life? It's going to fucking go down the toilet. But you got your woman of color. Style over substance. You got the idea. You got what it stands for. There's no more Aunt Jemima on the syrup bottle, and there's a woman of color, qualified or not qualified, socialist or not socialist. What's important is there's a woman of color. We can all celebrate. Girls around the world are emboldened now. Okay, so you're going to ruin the fucking country so that girls around the world have a dream to be second to an old white guy who can't make a complete sentence, who likes to sniff children. If it makes sense to you, good on you. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. So, that's it. I'm not going to talk about politics anymore. Sorry I got into it. Lies, politicians. First thing I think of when I do these things, I kind of free associate with the entrepreneurial stuff, and when I think liar, I think politician. Joe Biden's a career politician, which means he's a career liar. And he's for sale. So now the President of the United States is for sale. There you go. Congratulations, you accomplished a lot. But we got a woman of color, behind Joe Biden, underneath Joe Biden. You voted for an old white guy. To get your woman of color in, you'll... Like I said, no more politics. I got my own shit to deal with here, so I'm gonna earn my retirement livelihood, because even in retirement you need some income. So I'm going to focus on generating income as best I can here with what I know here, and leave you to it. You got Biden-Harris. You wanted Biden-Harris. You got Biden-Harris. Congratulations. We'll see how that goes for you. See if you're doing better or worse in the next 2 years. Never mind 4. I'll check in with you again in 2 years. See how things are going over there. All right. Have a good one, kids.